Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
You know, like that game one, he popped the hell off. So it definitely feels like they'll be trying to give those resources towards breathing the top side again. See if they can shut down this Narc, shut Allah down, and then have an easier time when it gets in towards those later fights. Even
and is there perfectly
You actually just reminded me of yesterday, right? Where we had Rookie do double the damage of the Zeri in the team fight.
Could have a dive here as the Cullen comes out to loom out, but Tarzan's here. Double knock-up, Wild Growth in as well. As Tarzan sent packing, and in goes Way under the tower. Gala with first blood as the Herald comes down.
And Way just reading the play perfectly. I don't even know if he was expecting.
Good boomerang from Alice, try and cancel the recall. Here they go. They're just foregoing the minion wave. Meganar stun against the wall. There's the shuriken flip. Do and B finally finds that kill in the top side, but Way's coming in to try and find the answer. Ala, low on HP, no flash available. Way just goes for a 1v1, and it's too easy for it.
great sidestep with the phase rush speed up to dodge away from the wallop, but nice gank from LNG.
Maybe an objective trade coming through. I'd expect RNG to go for the dragon right now, and we can see
To
Tarzan.
make sure that hits, because we've
my God.
with targets here too in the bottom side. RNG putting the pedal to the metal.
And where did any of this come from, right? One of the criticisms about RNG in the later games of the EDG series where they're not contesting
in order. You want to try and use this Rift Herald on Xiaohu. Fantastic with the Emperor's Divide. Sets up beautifully. And I mean, that's the response for Doomby trying to make the play top.
And sadly for LNG, I mean, they just haven't been able to be in position anywhere else to cross-map, to punish, to try to find any advantages. They're going to try and get this mid lane turret right now, which might open up some avenues, but still not really having, I think, any pressure on the map, which really could turn this into vision in an enemy jungle.
I love that we see production being a little scared there. It's happening. Three of them about to jump over the wall here, slammed against the terrain. It's a good flash from him, but the tidal wave's there, crunch over the wall, but Culling will take the beast down.
And it's just so decisive coming out from RNG. I love Way flashing immediately, not giving the opportunity. But
maybe they can push RNG back.
Oh, Tarzan?
Jumps in, Tarzan with a double knock up here. Gala in trouble. He's the carry, but he gets away. Flash forward from Light to get the shutdown, but knocked up and taken down himself. Xiaohu answers.
And we see LNG knowing they're falling behind, committing.
I mean, you're looking for a steal now as Tarzan.
Certainly are 5k on the Dragon here. Breed trying to get the stun as Doomby goes in. There's a zap across the team, but Dragon resets. We send one pack in with the Poppy ultimate, and LNG, at least they found their way into River. We could have a 50-50 here as Way tries to step up 2k on the Dragon. They're just going to burst it. RNG trying to zone away, and they will grab themselves a third Drake.
RNG are doing their due diligence, and they actually find the kill in the end onto Tarzan as well.
Baron.
Yeah, RNG maybe going to start moving over now. They don't have the ultimate on Way, which does feel like a huge tool to dissuading the engage, but Doomby also at the same time doesn't have his ultimate anymore.
I mean, this is a great start for RNG. You can see how much this team wants to get back towards Worlds, and LNG, they're kind of scratching their heads going, how the hell did we end up in this position? And now you got to try and fight this with no jungler.
Doomby's got to go in. They've got to make something happen here. 1k on the Baron. It's taken by Way, and RNG showing us a massive.
He is so big. The first strike, all those plates he got early, the kills he got as well. Gala is huge, and I think Gala is kind of...
Because he's left by himself, right? He really isn't getting any attention. That's where RNG have just been able to balloon this massive lead, and we're at a point now where, I mean, it's going to take a huge play from Allah to make anything happen.
Well, he might have the opportunity, but the flash out from Xiaohu, and now the TP with a tidal wave, with a counter-strike. Ale falls once again, 0 and 4. And now RNG, they're just going to go for a top inhib. There is no response, barely, as Doomby here trying to clear, but you can't clear those Baron minions now. LNG move in from the side, Way trying to escape here. Laser across the all in from LNG. There's one for Doomby. A Wild Growth to save the life, but he still falls in the end. Light stacking up here. RNG health bars are getting fairly low as Doomby goes in once again. Light engaged upon. Breed looking for the counter strike. Can't find the stun though. This fight going on forever. It's a Zeri dream here. As Ming now the target. Light trying to chase it on through, and RNG buying space. Counter strike in. Breed looking for the kill onto Light, and he brings down the lamppost. Doomby next on the chopping block. Gala invincible, and Doomby will fall.
And honestly, just huge coming out from Breathe. I love the way RNG were fishing for that.
Gotta wait for that exhaust. wasted on the Gnar to disappear, and Gala's not going to let you.
Oh my god, the damage onto Ala. Gala firing on all cylinders, slinging Light, but look who's caught in the backside of the play. Breathe with the counter-strike, looking for Light instead. They all dive on board, and RNG making it happen in game number 1, 12-3, as they demolish LNG.
The lights go out for LNG. And
It felt like early game has not mattered in regional so far, but with this lead, with the fact that they have
11
Soul,
out of the 12 kills he's been a part of, and so much of that damage seen out from Gala is down to Ming. Baron taken without a single contest, because how can you possibly contest
all the other members stepping up.
the biggest 33% win rate for his year. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, it was each to LNG as Light gets chunked out. There's just so much damage to deal with.
And the thing is, you still have Breathe on this top side. Doomby can't really deal with this Jax who's diving him underneath the tower. Now you got the rest of RNG moving up towards this top side. Immediately, 2 inhibitors gone, and LNG, they're just running out of base.
And I mean, they just don't have the wave clear to be able to take this down, right? You have so much Sheets potential coming out from the Azir. Gala being able to use this culling every time it comes off cooldown to force another member back to make sure they have it. And Hala, once again, you need to be careful. Tarzan trying to find the window.
This might be the end of the game as Light uses his ulti. Doomby in the middle of everything needs to be the hero, but he's gone. He's eradicated. Xiaohu on the hunt now sends him back to the fountain. And I'm telling you, RNG don't believe in miracle runs. They start as they mean to go on with domination in game 1.
RNG come out swinging in game. Easily lock down this very in fight. So if they aren't able to just breeze through these fights easily, Light can definitely pop off with Lumao helping them out.
And we do get the Gnar, so they realize there's nothing to go for.
But they know the way he's doing it. It doesn't matter if it's still successful, but it won't be. Light gonna survive for now as Ala diving in the top side as well. 0 to 100 in this game, but Breathe surviving for now. CC chain is there, Boomerang in. The counter-strike though, as Breathe looks for one of his own, hopped on his head, and Ala bounces towards victory.
And it was so close for RNG definitely coming out ahead in the trade.
Yeah, and I mean, look, you'll get some plates as well here for Gala as you look towards that bot side. Light going to push right the way back, but opening up this map is going to be great for LNG, especially with how much Doomby has been roaming. If you're able to...
The top side means we can see on the mini-map more presence, more vision for LNG in the spot side.
Ults come down in the mid lane. Tarzan there to spin around and find one onto Xiaohu. Wait, looking to answer, but 2v1, he cannot go further.
And LNG are answering back so well in
Right
game
now,
number 2.
For Ola, over Breathe. They've already taken that first tower. This Gnar is going to be looking terrifying moving into the mid game.
Yeah, and I think the best way now for RNG to try and get back into this game is making plays like this, right? Like seeing if you can overload one side of the map, especially with 2 dragons already in their back pocket. Maybe give up a third, see if you can just all rush to one side of the map, take a couple of towers for yourself in trade, because at the moment, if you can't get these towers up, if you're not able to try and play through Xiaohu and Breathe like in a side lane, it just feels like you're going to slowly run out of this.
Doomby, again, desperate to find these picks, but Xiaohu just by the skin of his teeth now.
At least he has Spellbook as well, right? So already being back on the TP, so not really too much loss, but top side?
Breathe is in big trouble here. Gets the counter-strike. Oh, the flash Gnar from Ala. I'm not even sure if that hit, honestly, as Tarzan finished the kill.
And this is such
this time around as Xiaohu gonna go to clear the wave. Claw now down. Flash available for Doomby. Has his ultimate as well, but Wei moving in. Doomby needs to buy himself some time somehow. Flashes for the root on Xiaohu. It's pretty. Is it enough is the question. Turns himself into an icicle, but this icicle's about to shatter. I fear Gala moves in. Doomby falls. It takes 4 members for RNG, but they find a kill.
I feel like that was a good win though for RNG. They still get the kill onto Gala when it could have just gone towards the Trundle. They will lose out on this top side though as Ala again able to push in and get that tower. Now Tarzan.
Oh! Wei could be in trouble. Answered on the bottom side while losing a tower on top as well. And Tarzan, 3rd kill. This guy's the king of the jungle.
At the end of the day, LNG still coming out ahead, breaking down another structure. They're even going to get another turret here since Light is here to push in this wave. And Ala made a nice roam over towards mid. Looks like he cleared out that wave as well, and now is pivoting back up the top side. So between Ala and we'll just say the rest, they're doing a great job in this sequence of covering all 3 lanes.
Ala having to hop over Xiaohu, Breathe, Ming, all chasing him down through the jungle here. Ala no flash. The final chapter will connect. The counter-strike is there. Doombeat trying to move in. Meganar so close that he actually pulls it off, but chopped down in the end. And Gala once again arrives to sweep up a kill.
And that's the thing, we've talked about how these AD carries can completely change the landscape of mid to late game fights. 2 kills now.
Gala and RNG could have.
I mean, we were talking about RNG just decimating LNG in game number 1. Well, we've got almost 5,000.
It feels like for RNG, I just really don't see how their composition is going to be able to find openings until this Jax is at a point where
we're just fighting over mid prio over and over again. We're getting into ping pongs, but there's a knock-up and a laser on top as Lumao moves in. Gala surviving though, and Tarzan now rooted. There's one for RNG.
And I mean, that's actually perfect for RNG, because we're saying, right, the problem for RNG...
The bad and the ugly music in the background, just the guitar riff that just goes over this. It's the guy!
Solo invade from Ala onto the red phone.
Oh my god, Dagda, there was a ward before that they swept, so they should know what he's looking for, and look at Xiaohu. They're aware.
Ala in Meganar right now, but it's about to time out 4K on the Baron. LNG not committing for the time being as Wei tries to move in. Are we actually going to flip this right now? Doombeat doesn't go in. Wei moving into the pit as here we go. Light stacking up. He actually gets this steal as RNG. They found the Baron. Can they find the fight? Light in the middle of everyone just blasting damage out, but the rest of his team can't get into the play. He's 1v4 and punished for it. Ala flashes out and RNG get everything they could have wanted.
You cannot
going for that smite.
Just really bad timing from LNG as well. Ala had gone into that mini-Nar form.
LNG, but with RNG getting a 3rd Drake of the game now, they're on soul point. Everything's feeling fantastic. And now going Civ are going to love this kind of situation as another tier 2 goes down. And remember, the tier 2s were taken by LNG.
Get there once again. It's not sealed just yet, but looking for the engage.
Ala could be in trouble here. He's in mini-Nar, but he's about to turn Mega, and everyone's stacked up right here. Ala looking for the ulti, but he hops over them and then gets taken down. Lumao forced the flash, and it looked like it could have been beautiful, but it all falls apart.
Just a great pick, and there's that Weaver's Wall that we were talking about. Gets the cut off Tarzan from the wave as well. RNG want to try and crack the base. Doombeat still on top side. He has the TP, but he knows he can't save it.
No, RNG are going to be able to do this. You can see them just brute forcing their way in right now. They might not have, Yumi ult anymore to like try and force an engage, but all they need is this inhibitor.
Where did LNG go? Where is this? This is penance for their earlier Baron play. RNG trying to contest while they have their top laner taking an inhib. They go over the Baron, but it's already a kill.
Tarzan's dead.
Tarzan goes down and gets the Baron. What is going on in this game? Doombeat next to fall as RNG somehow finding everything, but LNG at least they get the Baron. Light stacking up, but no, denied by Breathe. Once again, this Jax is destructive as Ala looks to answer. Xiaohu 1v1 against the enemy top laner, stacking up the hyper, dodging away from the Qs, but the reinforcements are here. Xiaohu survives. LNG, they get a single Baron, but at what cost, gentlemen? At what cost?
It is just so silly coming out. Again, the desperation for LNG. It almost worked. Tarzan goes down, but Light secures the Baron, but once Breathe gets in, it just all goes downhill from there.
This is one of the strangest games of League of Legends I have ever cast. 0 to 100 time and time again, but Xiaohu, aggressed upon, has the stopwatch. There's now final defense here. Breathe in the middle of everyone. Tarzan trying to finish some kills off, but it's not gonna happen here. RNG will find the kills. Final chapter comes on out. Nexus is bare here, and RNG will make it happen. They go to 2, but what a way to do it.
I don't know what I do with my hands, boys. We're gonna come on. What is going on?
Tell me and rub your head.
Which will give them more presence on the map, but at the same time, now you look at RNG's composition, it is very heavily indexed into damage coming out from Gala, and Gala having to be the one to have a big game. Sure, waste on the side of the map, but LNG feel confident because Tarzan was here all along.
Always in trouble. Oh, the pillar, but the clone will answer it. Waste still full HP, but Tarzan should get a bite. There's a bubble, and there's first blood. LNG get themselves off to a good start.
Ming didn't flash the bubbles, so want to put Gala behind.
can understand them wanting to pull him behind as well after how he's been playing across the course of this series. Lumao and Light getting the advantage, but no, the chomp from Xiaohu. Spirit Rush over the wall. How is Lumao still alive? Finally goes down to the Ignite, and Xiaohu makes the hero play. Way the next target for LNG as they try and find something, but they leave empty-handed once more.
I mean, the difference in heading down towards that bot, maybe once again make a play on both sides of the map.
Doomby moving up, stun comes out from Ala. He's low, he has no mana. Breathe with a cast, but he knocks him the wrong way, and it means that Breathe will go down. Ala surviving in the end.
I mean, they find the kill on to Breathe, but look at the bot
First
side.
one of the game for themselves. Now, at 15 minutes into the game, first dragon going across means that these dragons are not going to be relevant for a very long time, which, as you say, kind of favors LNG with the Jaxes and the Talia.
As Light doesn't quite have the damage to finish the job there, but he was damn close.
I mean, and at the same time, right, even ignoring the kill, they pick up.
It feels like it's only a matter of time until that goes down, right? You send Doomby back bot, wait for the Weaver's Wall to come up, and then you can try and force them away. Actually, we'll just fall immediately as the rest of RNG back away. And now
Up towards his top side, but LNG have more numbers. I think Wei actually just has to get out of here and leave Xiao on his own.
Oh, Xiaohu has to use that Spirit Rush, but will be safe ultimately as Ming moves over as well. Doomby finishes the tower. I thought Wei had reset.
I don't think Wei knows the others are here.
No, they're good. Look, Dragon to compete at the moment. I mean, 3 items already complete on both Doomby and Light. You're looking at 2.5 at best between the carries on RNG's side. So
almost 300 at 25 or almost 26 minutes into the game. That is a kind of absurd CS number.
Well, you know it's bad when this
Ring around the rosies for RNG here as they just can't seem to find the members of LNG. Drake started, flick back onto Breathe. He already used his stopwatch here. Wild Growth.
We got it!
There's a pick. There's a kill for LNG. And now looking for the Dragon as well. Gala trying to do what he can. 3 items on this Zeri. Xiaohu moving over as well as LNG try and pierce this Drake down. They find it. That's 3. And now RNG have to flee.
LNG, they find the dragon. We finally get another.
And also having that Divine Sunder, yeah,
look at him
get
go.
this for himself. So at least you're getting a little bit more off the back of this play for LNG. And again, you're pushing it. The border wall for RNG back further
now,
into their base.
feeling confident and feeling comfortable to brute force. That's not even including Ala, who's pushing in bot side, unmanned.
Yeah, this is something else from Light here. The absolute one-shot onto Ming, who, I mean, let's be honest, when we think about RNG, historically, one of the criticisms has been that this team struggles when they have these Enchanter supports. Ming this game really feeling the brunt of a lot of this damage. Breathe, gonna be pillared, but he'll be okay on this one, I think, as the Everfrost comes out, as does a cast, just trying to keep these towers alive.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like they're going to be able to. You say about thinking about RNG over the course of the year, but over the course of this weekend, it's been a reverse sweep already for RNG and LNG taking this game.
Not wanting to risk it this time around. Now a Soul, it's all, you know, it's all written in the history books, Munch.
Damage to follow it up.
There's nothing that they can do, and again, now you got the TP coming in, the wave is here, the poke is good, Wei tries to even get in on the side, but Doomby's playing bodyguard, and Xiaohu already with this Beard Rush.
3rd inhib tower down. Can they finish the inhib? No Baron, obviously, at this point, but it feels like they're just strong enough to brute force the play at this point. Xiaohu using that Spirit Rush. That'll now be on cooldown for the next couple of minutes. Feels like LNG have everything they need.
I mean, LNG still having everything available as well. Just look at RNG. They keep weaving in and out, pretty much connecting with a lot of their abilities, but it just isn't sticking with that Soul. And now look at the minions hitting the Nexus Towers. RNG, it feels like this is finally where the final nail's in the coffin.
Breathe caught, it feels like RNG can't breathe. They're being suffocated under the pressure of LNG. They're desperate to get this win and keep themselves alive. Wei surely will fall. Gala gets the Wild Growth, gets onto the fountain here. Breathe buying time for his team. RNG doing a decent job of surviving, but the Nexus Towers will not be so lucky. Ultra Shock Laser onto 3. Xiaohu trying to get onto 2 and B as well. Gala goes in and just gets rinsed by Light. There's a double kill for the Lucian. The Light Swinger coming up trumps here as there's a solo kill for Do and B onto Xiaohu and a clean, comfortable win for LNG.
Light stepped up massively for LNG yesterday.
Looking for something with agency. I love this. Both drafts this time around, I feel like, have lanes and have areas they can play around. With this Lee Sin coming out, you can see LNG, they took the win last game, but definitely wanting to push the pace this time around.
Into the jungle as well. We're going to see a little bit of a battle between our junglers here as Tarzan looks for the Q, does find it before the clone comes on out, and now re-engages once more. I thought Wei was going to get away with it, but no. 1 HP here. Tarzan has the bit. Wei completely fumbled fumbles it. It's a great Q onto Xiaohu as well. Tarzan going to follow up here. Doinb alongside him. Dodges from the chains and now Breathe the target. Sonic Wave available, but will not commit. On to Xiaohu instead. They go. LNG feeling it in game number 4. Xiaohu, the target, spotted by the Tempest here as Tarzan. We said he's got comfort, but his comfort's denied. Xiaohu finds an answer here. He will go down, but at least he got one.
And you're saying LNG are feeling it now in this game, but RNG were the ones who opted into all of that. They're going to be spotted.
They certainly are. And Ala, remember, he's on this cannon. Oh, they've got a full flank. LNG have RNG in the middle of everyone. In goes Doinb. Keep your eyes on Ala. Lightning comes on down, but it's only onto the clone for the time being. Wei gets out with his life. That's a lot used. Now the Cyclone comes on out. Ala, the first target, taken down by Gala. Light arrives on the scene here. 4v5. Breathe in the middle of everyone, though. Should be taken down as Xiaohu chased out by...
go down, or the Grand Challenge go down, but Wei now on top side to match Tarzan.
Ala has that ultimate available, and Breathe realizes he's in all kinds of trouble. Slicing Maelstrom, not even needed. Surplus 2 requirements here.
And they are going to isolate Ala for now.
Ala, no flash available, but Slicing Maelstrom in his toolkit here, waiting for Xiaohu to commit to the play. The chains are going to go down here. Breathe should be able to finish the job. The healing comes on through, and now that Herald can be used.
Yeah, we see Herald now can be used, but still, LNG having a nice answer, taking Dragon, getting plates in mid. They force Scala and Ming out in bot side as well. So at least the response is there, because in previous games we haven't exactly seen, you know, tons of cross mapping coming through.
Yeah, I think it's good to see, though, at least that RNG are managing to get some early gold for themselves, because it was starting to look a bit dire, as we already kind of talked about. Now, though...
Scary moment for LNG. With the Drake going their way, LNG will find themselves in control when it comes to that. Gala could be the target. No paranoia available, but Tarzan trying to get behind enemy lines. Xiaohu could be feared, but jumps away. It's going to be a flash kick coming out from Tarzan. They all jump on board, and Xiaohu is down.
Full-on chaos coming out from LNG. It looked like RNG...
Third Drake, they want to get soul point to him. B goes in. He's on to Gala here. Ala trying to close the gap. Immediately ults onto the Sivir. There goes Gala. There goes Wei. And there go RNG's hopes to this Dragon. But LNG, they're saying, forget the Drake. We want the purple worm.
And they will move over immediately towards that. Gala is the consistent damage for RNG, and he is gone immediately from the fight. Great play from LNG.
LNG, they lean on comfort picks. We see the Nocturne Cannon once again, and what you can do with the coordination, and even just the displacement coming out in that fight between Elise and Nagragas. Gonna lead to the...
We got a Dragon on our hands for LNG. This will be soul point, and LNG looking good for it here. I don't want to
LNG, they just have so many ways to play out through this 2-lane setup. RNG don't really have avenues to break down turrets on sides, and they're kind of forced to go for these desperate plays where maybe if LNG walks a bit too far forward, if these are up, I wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive until Light's Flash does come back on the board, but that's not too far away.
And the thing is, even if you start to get control of this game
now,
now...
to do that is... Even if it is a Gragas doesn't want to run.
Oh my God!
Ala just starts it off and finds Wei in the jungle. I mean, why wait? Why wait for a mistake when you can just go in? Doinb underneath the inhib towers, and it's an ultra shock and awe laser coming on through. Lumao will go down. Breathe wants to find the miracle play. Light turns golden. Breathe then shut him down. Gets the healing. Tarzan next on the target, and RNG. I don't know how they've done it, but they found that miracle play you were talking about. They found that upper echelon of gameplay.
And after being so patient for so long, LNG decide to pull the trigger out of nowhere, and
he can't really get in onto the backline as easily as you would like to, which gives Gala a bit of safety.
Paranoia used, they just flip it, and Wei wins these every time. It's a great little cast, but Wei gets more knockups off the back of it, and RNG...
He's gone full glass cannon, not going for something like a GA, because he's like, look...
Oh, what?
What?
Ala, full glass cannon build and breathe is... Oh, the mistakes being punished once more. Ala caught Xiaohu punishes him, and now looking for more. It's 4v5 in favor of RNG. They've been behind all game long. Are we really going to get another 50-50? No, we're not, because Xiaohu secures it.
A way for RNG to make it to work.
The ultimate proof that it ain't just Spring, that he can be a god during. Xiaohu playing incredibly on this LeBlanc. We'll see if he can keep it.
Poke underneath this tower. You've got to be so careful here. The minions will be cleared out.
Oh, Xiaohu can't quite finish the tower, but Galo will be able to just walk up and tap that one down. Tier 2 taken. I just want to quickly mention as well, AD carries both
LNG
4
Light
items.
should have a lot of room bought for him since his team will be putting threat onto Gala.
Oh, Lumao. It's Tarzan, in fact, that gets caught by the chains, but Lumao with a cast, he's down. It's Wade to find the kill. Paranoia in, as LNG won't go down without a fight. Wade trying to escape here, but Doing B turns into his GA. Breathe buying space on the front line here for the rest of his team. As Doing B comes back up, Tarzan on the back line, but outplayed by Xiaohu. As Doing B falls, Tarzan will be next, flashes over the wall, but everyone from RNG follows.
That was so well played by RNG. Xiaohu gets the pick, Breathe, pops the ultimate on Doomby as he falls, so the healing is there for RNG as they kite back. And LNG, they may have just lost it. That might have been their fight for Worlds gone.
RNG are just pushing through the base. I mean, Xiaohu and Breathe are putting up so much threat right now, and it looks like they're going to go for it. They might just cement it.
They're going to try
Yes,
it.
no,
Very
maybe
limited
so.
damage onto Light Ala in the back line with a slicing maelstrom. Gala is down. Xiaohu next to follow. And LNG, they won't let this one slip through their fingers. Breathe, knocked under the Nexus towers, but that won't stop him. Onto Light he goes, turns golden, buys space, buys time, but he doesn't have the health bar. Taken down by Light, and LNG hold on.
It's so close. Olive buys the time for them to come in.
And now, with the soul in the hands of LNG, Baron up soon as well. I'm feeling the silver scrapes in this one, boys.
This is
I think you definitely don't want to be dedicating something like a Slicing Maelstrom to only finding one member. But,
unless
Xiaohu?
it's Xiaohu, because that's a hell of a member to pick. And now, onto the Baron, immediately from LNG. This Doing B just looks more. He wants to find Wade. That'd be the jungler down if they can finish the kill. Into the GA they go. Gala with the final chapter, but they're not going to be able to save their jungler here. The laser on through. Gala has to flee, and Light on his tail.
Look,
LNG might just do it.
Look at the base though. Breathe is going for the end. Doomby needs the back. So you look at Light, you look at Gala to see if Gala can try and put pressure, but two are reset. Ala has no teleport or no slicing maelstrom, so you're looking at RNG trying to bait it, but LNG will get the Baron.
LNG get the Baron. They're going to be able to buy themselves more time, have the pushing power to contend, but still RNG having
He needed to
They're not even
win
gonna fight.
the championship. He's trying to find these flanks before.
RNG aren't even going to fight for the Elder Dragon. They're conceding this one now, finally moving over, but it's too late.
gone. They're just going to give it over. They were trying to play through the split push. They didn't feel confident looking for the 5v5, and now LNG are just going to want to pull the trigger.
Paranoia is
Like,
available.
you give that first run through of the GA just to use this Elder buff. So you can see RNG trying desperately to get the poke to push LNG back, but they're knocking on the door.
Here they go, dive in the back line. Gala the target. Is Doing B has to back away once more. It will be the inhib tower taken down. LNG make their way into the base. One inhib falls. Breathe trying to threaten on the other side of the map, but he might lose the game if he stays on that side. Tarzan moves forward. One tower down, but the TP will be denied here. LNG onto the Nexus, and they've done it. They've made it to game 5.
And RNG once again put in this position. LNG able to bring the momentum forward. It might have gotten dicey in the mid.
Getting the quickness so we can actually try and close that gap. You don't have great ways
No
to try and
way.
start off this fight, and Doomby going to go back to El Clasico with that rise in the mid lane.
The 400 CS Doing B Rise hack comes out in
From
game.
RNG. I mean, way on the Trundle. Doing be locking in the rise on the outside.
All in on the bottom side here. Gala forced the flash. Light flashes after him. Everyone jumping on board. Gala goes down Light. 1 HP here as Ming tries to answer it. Will find the kill. Both AD carries fall.
Absolute madness happening
A
already.
lead elsewhere, hovering up to this top side. Breathe, no stranger to these plays after the rest of this series has gone on, but a 3-man play. Flash available, but I don't think it's going to be used. Or it is, he commits the flash, but everyone just jumps on board. It's flash for flash, but Tarzan happy to make that trade.
And already
Happens.
seeing...
Ala still has flash.
Yeah, should be able to get away. Wade is a pillar.
Yeah, flash available for Ala, but remember, Xiaohu stole that Realm Warp, and there it is, coming up to the top side. Flash from Ala. Pillar is great, though, and there's a kill for Breathe. In goes Tarzan, 1v3. It's a bold engage, especially before level 6.
Great
we saw
job.
building up before.
Yeah, RNG will get the Dragon, though, in response, at least being able to get some objective back on the map for them. But the big thing, as you say, is like Lies being able to RNG as LNG move up towards the top. Realm Warp is going.
Breed actually gets stunned. The counter-strike's too early here. Ala starting off well. The quickness there, the knock-up on top of it as well. It's easy pickings for LNG in a 4v1. Now they get their chance to use their
Over the course this weekend a lot. When you have the Zeri Lulu, when you have this Sivir, the early game, with how slow it's been and that the fact it's only a 2k difference, probably isn't going to matter a huge amount. It's going to come down to these late game fights. Now, the fact that RNG are getting 2 Dragons, definitely going to help them out in that regard.
Have an opportunity at redemption on the international stage.
And it's interesting that in this game, there is only one person who hasn't gone to that Worlds, and it is Breathe, who once more is feeling the pressure from LNG. The opportunity to play at range, push out these lanes, and make sure Xiaohu can't burst them out if he finds it. But LNG, lucky.
Oh, Tarzan's behind Golem. There's a knock-up with the Cyclone, and in go the rest of the team. It's Ming, the sacrificial lamb for RNG, as Wei can't find a way in. And LNG,
they can't transition it into the actual objective.
Yeah, unfortunately, don't have the pressure. And also, just look at the top of your screen, right? 4,500 gold lead
but
for
Light and
LNG.
Luma are already here. Xiaohu thinks that they haven't reset, and he's got a bit of extra time.
Uh-oh, quickness available here. Xiaohu can't even finish the tower off. Knocked up, and it's an easy kill for Light, given over the gold. And we talked about 80 carry items a second ago. That 300 gold will certainly help.
And again, RNG are in that bottom lane. It feels like instead they are trying to match LNG with this top lane pressure, but that's LNG's game plan, and they're the ones winning from it.
Yep, so Breathe will, Xiaohu will finish off that top tier 1 tower in trade for this Drake. LNG, that's 2 Drakes in a row. And I will mention, all of the Drakes got buffed recently. Make the miracle happen.
It looks like it has to be Xiaohu. Cyclone, quickness, something to get in and start these fights off, but they're not quite finding us.
Maybe Breathe starting onto Ala here. Wild Growth jumps into the pit as well, but the quickness is there from Lumao, denying the engage from Xiaohu, but they found one. They found the pick onto Ala. Xiaohu low in the pit, doing B. Big damage onto everyone. They're stuck in a tiny pit against a Rise and a Sivir. That doesn't sound good to me. As Tarzan moves on over. Cyclone available. Drake spawning. In goes Tarzan. In goes Lumao. Breathe the target. Surviving on the front line. Tarzan turns golden for himself. Might just have to smite for health here, but holds on to the summoner. Breathe on the top side of the play. LNG will not say die, but it doesn't matter because Breathe's saying it for him. He wants to stop printing tickets. He wants the ticket himself.
And that was everything RNG could have hoped for. Picking off the members, getting themselves on soul point.
Mid-game for RNG, we talked about punishing mistakes. LNG make a criminal mistake, and RNG once again punished soul point, Baron.
To find those 1v1s, look to threaten towers. Now that RNG have control back with the Baron, they can do just that. Breathe is down on the bot side. RNG crack up in the mid-turd. Look at Xiao, who already grouping with Breathe on this next one. They want to make sure they are using every little bit of this Baron up creep wave.
And they have to, right? They have to extend this gold lead to be able to take these fights.
Move forward once more. It feels tense as both teams nervous to go for the Dragon, but we're just going to burn it. Are we really going to 50-50 this? It's taken by RNG, of course, and now maybe a fight as well as they all climb on board. LNG in tatters, and I can't believe they do it every time. Royal truly never give up. Pushed against the ropes, but they find their fight.
RNG will not be denied Worlds. They will not become the title holder that they never wanted to be. They will push forward. They will take a game 5 and Breathe with RNG will book their tickets for Worlds.
They show even in summer that they can show up when it matters, and that they will not continue to be reverse swept.
They say you should never corner a tiger. Well, Xiaohu's the little tiger, and he wants to go to Worlds once more. He's been so many times before. Here as well, the only player on the team to not have made Worlds in the past, and the one to get control of this game. Top side, 2 inhibs down already, and they want to finish this one cleanly. They want to take every objective on the map.
And that's the thing, right? They have those 2 waves of super...
Yeah, they're just trying to see how much they can poke, how much they can prod. Xiao, who hops in over the wall, but going to be pushed back again. Breathe, conga lining these minions in, has the Baron up super creep on the Nexus, and that's the go button for RNG.
That's going to be another inhib tower as Tarzan slowed down, has to flash. Lumao saves his jungler. That's 3 inhibs as LNG now pushed truly against the ropes into their fountain under their Nexus. One last chance for LNG to make the miracle run come true. Another TP comes in for RNG, who are desperate to make it to Worlds once more. Round warp in, but a quickness to answer. Tarzan already into GA, doesn't even get to move. In they go on the back line, but Lumao surely will fall. No escapes with his life. Doing Bean out tanking, Ala tanking, like trying to get the damage out, but they just don't have it in him. Not against an Ocean Soul. And now the Nexus is bare. The boys in gold will do it again against all odds. While 0 and 2 down, LNG fought back, but RNG will not fall. RNG make it to Worlds once more.
Miracle denied for LNG. Royal will not be